So hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about top 10 ecchi harem anime to watch right now. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon, often called danmachi, is a fantasy adventure anime and light novel series set in the city of Aurario, where gods and goddesses live among humans and form groups called familias. The story follows Belle Cranel, a young adventurer who dreams of becoming a hero. After being saved from a monster in the dungeon by the famous swordswoman Ice Wallenstein, Belle develops a crush on her and becomes determined to grow stronger. As a member of the Hestia Familia, led by the goddess Hestia, he explores dangerous dungeon levels, battles monsters, and gains powerful abilities. Despite its title, the series is less about romance and more about adventure, friendship, personal growth, and heroism. Belle faces increasingly powerful enemies, uncovers secrets about the dungeon, and builds relationships with allies from different familias. Throughout the story, he strives to protect others and become the kind of hero he has always admired.
The Rising of the Shield Hero follows Naofumi Iwatani, an ordinary Japanese college student who is suddenly summoned to a fantasy world as one of 4 legendary heroes. Each hero receives a special weapon, and Naofumi is given the shield, making him the Shield Hero. Unlike the other heroes, Naofumi quickly faces betrayal. He is falsely accused of a crime by Malty S. Melromark and is abandoned by society. Hated and distrusted, he struggles to survive and becomes bitter and cynical. Unable to fight directly because his shield is mainly defensive, Naofumi buys a demi-human slave named Raftalia, who becomes his trusted companion. Together, they grow stronger while defending the kingdom from mysterious disasters called the Waves, which threaten to destroy the world. As the story progresses, Naofumi gains new allies, uncovers political conspiracies, and gradually earns the respect of the people who once rejected him. The series combines fantasy adventure, action, character growth, and themes of trust, redemption, and perseverance. Naofumi's journey is about overcoming injustice and becoming a true hero despite overwhelming obstacles.
In Another World with My Smartphone is an isekai anime about Toya Mochizuki, a teenager who is accidentally killed by God. To make up for the mistake, God revives him in a fantasy world and allows him to keep his smartphone, which works with magical enhancements. In this new world, Toya gains extraordinary magical abilities and quickly becomes stronger than most people around him. Using both his powers and smartphone, he solves problems, helps kingdoms, defeats monsters, and makes many friends. Along the way, he meets several girls who become close to him, creating a light romantic subplot. The series focuses on adventure, comedy, and fantasy, rather than intense conflict. Toya travels across different nations, uncovers ancient technologies, and faces threats that could endanger the world. Despite his immense power, he remains kind and humble, using his abilities to protect others and build peaceful relationships. The story is largely a lighthearted wish-fulfillment adventure with magic, friendship, and exploration.
Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody follows Sato Pendragon, a 29-year-old game programmer named Ichiro Suzuki who is exhausted from working long hours on a video game. One day, he suddenly wakes up inside a fantasy world that resembles the game he was developing. At first, Sato is confused, but after using a powerful attack by accident, he defeats an army of monsters and instantly becomes one of the strongest people in the world. Wanting to avoid attention, he hides his true power and sets out on a journey to explore the world. Along the way, Sato meets many companions, including slaves, adventurers, elves, and nobles, whom he helps and protects. Rather than seeking fame or conquest, he prefers a peaceful life filled with travel, sightseeing, cooking, and learning about different cultures. As he journeys across kingdoms, he encounters demons, political conflicts, and ancient mysteries. The story focuses more on world-building, friendship, and exploration than intense battles, creating a relaxed fantasy adventure with an overpowered but kind-hearted hero.
Wise Man's Grandchild, Kenja no Mago, is an isekai fantasy anime about Shin Wolford,
a Japanese salaryman who dies in an accident and is reborn in a world of magic and demons. He is adopted and raised by the legendary wizard Merlin Wolford, who teaches him powerful magic from a young age. As Shin grows up, he becomes extraordinarily powerful. However, because he was raised far from society, Merlin forgets to teach him ordinary social skills and common sense. When Shin turns 15, he enrolls in a magic academy to learn how to interact with people his age and better understand the world. At the academy, Shin makes friends, falls in love with Cicely von Claude, and helps his classmates improve their magical abilities. Soon, he becomes involved in battles against powerful enemies known as demonoids, humans transformed into dangerous magical beings. The series combines fantasy adventure, magic school life, action, comedy, and romance. Much of the story focuses on Shin using his overwhelming powers to protect his friends and stop threats to the kingdom while learning how to live as a normal person.